Hello lovely people, welcome to the Extreme Wise Predictions channel, and in this video I want to give you my August 2025 psychic predictions for the world. And before we dive into the video, I want to give a big thank you for everyone who has been on this journey of hitting our milestone to more than 1,000 subscribers. We just started this channel in January 2025 and we have been posting not frequently but on a monthly basis because I do monthly predictions. And here's a case that within a few months we have been able to hit 1,000 subscribers. So I want to thank everybody who's been a subscriber and be able to help us be able to achieve this milestone. Is very great, and I'm looking forward for the journey ahead of us. And I wanted to do something also. Those who have been posting questions on in the comment section under the videos, I wanted to do like something I'll call maybe an answer Monday, where I'll gather all your questions and then do a short video or do a video responding to those questions that you have posted under the comment sections on Mondays. So put it in this video, under this video, if you like those, and then we can start doing that coming forward in our Mondays video. It's not going to be this Monday because I'm recording this video on the 23rd of um, July 2025. So it will be the not the Monday coming, but the other Monday coming. If you're new to the channel, kindly like, subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on your notification bell. And make sure that you hit the thumbs up. It's very encouraging, so that we can get at least maybe 1,000 likes on this video. Let's get into the video in terms of our psychic predictions for August 2025 for the world. And you have to listen to the end of the video because I will be putting in some predictions for Ghana because I'm currently in Ghana. So I'll be putting in some predictions for Ghana as well. Let's dive into the video. You see, I see another huge pandemic that is coming. This is not going to be like the pandemic that we have been seeing lately, or the pandemic. It's not going to be like the COVID. This looks like the pandemic was actually planned, and it was, uh, going to be released into this world, a huge pandemic, and there's going to be a lockdown as well. This pandemic is going to lead to a lockdown. The vaccination that is going to be developed for this pandemic is going to be very problematic. There's going to be issues with this vaccines that is going to be developed. If I would have given a very good like advice, I would say, if you can, don't take this vaccine because they are going to be able to use it to control us. The vaccine is going to be purposely meant to control us. I see a lot of people, that will also lose their jobs through this pandemic as well. You see, the vaccination, because they want everyone to actually take the vaccination. I see that they will start vaccinating animals as well, the animals that we eat, like chicken, pork, those things that we eat as well. They will start vaccinating these animals that we eat. I see that they are going to be throwing this kind of animals to Africa, and it's going to be around the world because they want to actually control us, because this is something that they want to use to be able to control us, and this is going to get very serious. So watch out for some of the meat that we eat. So if you can stay away from meat, if and start eating fish or something like that, it will be very grateful. I also see that, I don't know, but whilst I'm talking, I'm also having a sense that maybe, I'm not sure because it just came up. Maybe the FIFA World Cup for 2026 may not come on because it looks like I have moved beyond time. Like I'm talking right now, it's like I've moved beyond time. I'm not seeing that the World Cup 2025 is being held. It's like FIFA World Cup 2025 was not being played. I don't know the reason why, but it looks like the FIFA World Cup was not being played. It's a very difficult predictions to make, but that's what I see. Guys, let me put this one in. This world that we are living in has been actually been destroyed 5 times, and we are on the sixth world. I know it's going to be controversial, but I'm putting this in. We are on the sixth world. The way the other 5 worlds were destroyed, we destroyed it ourselves. There was nothing like how they say that Christ was coming down, he's in the sky and stuff like that. No, that was not what happened in the other 5 worlds that were destroyed. It's the sense that we developed so much in technology that the frequency that is produced through this technology melted the world. It's something that happened in terms of the other 5 worlds that were created before this world. We are in the sixth world. That is my point of view, and this is what I see within the spirit in terms of what they are picking. I'm picking up, and I also see that it looks like whilst I'm talking about this vaccination and stuff, I'm just picking like Trump has been. I don't know if he. It looks like there's something they put in his food or his something. They gave him something that is contaminated, and this is going to affect Trump's health tremendously. Trump is going to have a very serious health issues. I see this coming as well, that the food that Trump was eating was contaminated. This is what I'm picking up in terms of my predictions that I'm giving, that Trump's food was contaminated, and I see Trump having serious health issues. But I don't see him passing away. But whilst I'm talking about that, I don't know if Trump has. I've not really looked into the life of Trump, but I'm picking up like there is a second Trump. It's like the same name, but there's a junior. I don't know if Trump has a child. I'll look it up, but I think what I'm picking up is like a child of Trump. It's like I'm moving beyond time, and I'm seeing something like there is a funeral that is being held, and I see Junior Trump is the one whose funeral it is. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I'm seeing like a junior version of Trump whose funeral, that is going on. It's like I see Trump, I see, the kids of Trump also crying over Junior Trump. I don't know if Donald Trump has a child that is named like Donald Trump Jr. That's what I'm picking. I'm picking up Donald Trump Jr., like a Junior Trump who is no longer with us, and the funeral is actually going on. This is something that I'm picking up. It's like I've moved beyond time, and I'm picking this sense up. Guys, let me circle back, and then I'll come back again, and I will continue with the video. I need to be able to clarify this. Hello guys, I'm back. So yes, Donald Trump has a child or a son called Donald Trump Jr. So Donald Trump Jr. is what I'm talking about. I see that there is a funeral that is going on for Donald Trump Jr. I don't know why, but it looks like that is what was happening at that time. I'm praying that this is not something that will happen. I already predicted that there will be assassination attempt on his family as well. So it's like, since they are unable to get Donald Trump himself, because it looks like the security of Donald Trump has been tightened a lot. Since they are not able to get Donald Trump, they will use it on their kids, something like that. That is what I'm seeing as well. Whilst I'm picking up on that, I see that New York is set on fire. It's like there is fire in New York, and then the Statue of Liberty has fallen. I don't know what it means, but that's what I'm seeing. It doesn't mean significantly that the statue will fall, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing fire surrounding uh, New York, and it's like there's fire surrounding the Statue of Liberty, and then the Statue of Liberty has fallen. It could mean many things, but that's what I'm seeing at the moment whilst I'm talking right now. I'm seeing that fire happening. Let me go into some of my predictions that I've already documented, and this is really crazy. I've seen the state of New York on fire and the Statue of Liberty falling. That's crazy. Whilst I'm picking up on this vaccination stuff for them controlling us and stuff like that, I see that doctors will openly speak about healing through meditation. There's going to be a concept in through healing through meditation. Like the body, mind, and spirit connections. Doctors will start having conversation or discussion towards how, we can also heal our body through meditation. That is talking about the body, mind, and spirit connections. I see that there's going to be unanticipated medical crisis within the royal family. The royal family will have unexpected medical crisis in their family. AI, artificial intelligence, will actually become the antichrist. It's like the way artificial intelligence is being developed right now. I see it becoming like the antichrist actually. I don't know how it's going to be, but it's like I feel the sense that it's maybe artificial intelligence will become the antichrist, that or it will become the next antichrist, because it looks like that is the direction that we are heading, and I'm making that prediction that artificial intelligence will become the antichrist. And an AI related ethical scandal will come to light, which involves data manipulation that influences millions without knowing or public knowledge. So there is going to be a scandal that is coming that involves AI, and then and about data manipulation. You know that there are certain, when you go through TikTok and certain things, there are certain voices that you see, AI voices that begins to talk, and then many people are thinking that whatever that AI or that voice is saying is accurate and is being vetted. This is not true. This is part of the data manipulation, and I see a scandal coming that is related to AI, that data manipulation is involved and then has been able to use to influence a lot of people in the public sector, and also we also not knowing that this are data manipulation. This is going to be a scandal that is going to be coming. And also, whilst I spoke about the vaccination stuff, that I see that there's going to be a vaccine that will make women be able to deliver under 6 months. It's something that is coming, that women who are pregnant will be able to be given a vaccine that will make their babies mature or ready to be delivered under 6 months. This is something that I see coming. Whilst I talked about this vaccination, I also see that I just picked up some sense that vaccination, or there's going to be, I don't know, maybe it's not this 2025, but it looks like there's going to be, I don't know how to call it. Is it vaccination? Let me just use the word vaccination in terms of giving, like, antidote to enhance human, immune system or something like. Let me just use that. So I see that there's going to be vaccination that is going to be given, right? This vaccination can predict, or it will let you select what kind of like baby you want to have. Like when you want to have, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that women went to the hospital getting vaccinated or getting injections. That is, they have actually picked what they want in terms of, I want a male born, I want a female born, I want them to have this attributes and this attributes, I want them to be able to do this is something that I'm seeing somebody in the hospital, a lady in the hospital, and they are talking to doctors and they are telling them this is what they want. That is what I'm seeing in terms of my prediction. I don't know, I don't know why things are coming to me whilst I'm making these predictions. So that's what I see, that there's going to be a vaccination that you can be able to predict the traits or the characters of your children, your unborn children. I want them to be wise. I want them to be very good at mathematics. I want them to be this. I want them to be that. So they'll put out that vaccination and select those vaccination and inject you. And this is going to be something that your children is going to, I don't know, it's not 2025, because it's seeing that I've moved beyond that year and I'm in somewhere and the year is not the same, because I see different things, and then that is something that I see coming. So there's going to be, as I pick up on this vaccination to control us, I also see there's going to be a massive deforestation that is going to allow like the frequency to control us or to control humans, because it looks like the trees were, blocking the frequency to control human beings. So there's going to be a massive deforestation. So this is going to happen after the vaccination thing that has occurred. So when multiple or massive people or majority of the people has been vaccinated, they are going to be starting deforestation to allow the frequency to actually be able to control us. And I see also they having the capability of controlling the weather as well. So you see that weather climates are going to be controlled, and they will going to be starting controlling weather before all these things is going to happen. So you see that there's going to be like different weather scenarios in multiple places at unusual times. So let's say if it is even summer, you will see that maybe there will be snow during those times, and if it other fall or something, there will be other things that is not making sense in terms of the kind of, let's say, the weather climates that we are in. So this is something that I see happening. I also see like our medical professionals were under control, and it looks like their job was even on the line. So if you're a medical professional, a doctor, whatever it is, they were under control and their job was on the line. You know this is going to be one of the reasons why you have to get your own, some source of income or something like that. You can create your own YouTube channel, your own channel and stuff like that, so that when this time actually happens or this time actually occurs, you can be saved. You have something that is bringing you a source of income or something like that. I also see that the China president, which is Xi Jinping, I don't know if that's how they call him, Xi Jinping, will be replaced. I see like the leadership of China being replaced. And if I talk about the leadership of China, and then that is the president. So I see it's like the president being replaced or something, or there is a leadership change happening in China. Keir Stammer will eventually leave his office, and this is getting very close, that I see Keir Stammer leaving his office um, um, due to, I think, a scandal or a crisis that is happening. And I feel that this is very, very near of him actually leaving his office. And I see also that the UK Labour Party will start having division among them. There will be division among them, and some of the members will go and join other parties. So I see that the Labour Party is going to be very major, that there will be division within the Labour Party, and members of those Labour Party will start joining other parties. Or I see that someone within the Labour Party will, I don't know if it's going to be forming a new party, and then members from the Labour Party will be joining that party. I'm feeling that kind of vibration towards that. And I see huge taxes in UK. There's going to be a huge taxes in UK, and then this uh, taxes or huge taxes will bring about protest, driven protests within the United Kingdom. So it's going to be that, and then the protest will be that the people are frustrated about the cost of living or the living conditions within the United Kingdom. Things are really going to be bad. I know I already predicted this already, and I see this happening within the United Kingdom. Also, whilst I'm picking up on that, I also see like there's going to be a lot of legal issues in the United States. Legal issues are going to be rampant in the United States. It's going to be coming here and there. A lot of legal issues coming in also. With Donald Trump and Elon Musk, I see them. I know that their conflict is going to continue, but it's like I see them working together. Even though their conflict is continuing, I see them like coming up and then working together. It's like, you don't really like a friend, but you need to work together based on maybe the company you're working for. So it's like because of the contract that Elon Musk have, Trump will have to still work with him, even though they have a conflict and they don't really kind of be together anymore. So there will still be that conflict continuing, but I see them also coming together, something like that. They are not going to come together like they used to, but it's something that I see happening, that they will still be working together. I see there's going to be a lot of problems with European immigration. The European immigration is going to worsen. I have already predicted this already. European immigration is going to start worsening again. This I see happening. And let me also shift attention to the Epstein files. So I see that the Epstein files has a lot of Democrats than Republican names in that file. And then I see that releasing that file will bring a lot of problems. I see this happening, but eventually the files are going to be released. But I don't see it being released this year. I see that there are powerful names in that file. And then I see also that they are using the Epstein file to actually blackmail a lot of powerful people who are in leadership at the moment. So there's blackmail of individuals whose name are in the Epstein file at this moment. I don't want to mention even any names at all. I can't even talk about it at the specific moment, but I see that powerful names within who are in the Epstein file being blackmailed at this moment, and there is nothing they can do about it. I know that someone has the files. I know for a fact that someone has the files, and it will be released, like I said, in due course. But I feel that it's not going to be released this year. But I see that it's being released somewhere early 2026. Is like some of the files have be released or something like that. Be released. Like how I'm seeing it is some files have been released of the Epstein file. Some has been released, but hey, who do you think has the files? You can put your guess in the comment section. Who do you think has the Epstein? If you have watched it to this thing, who do you think has the Epstein files? Whilst I talk about the files, I see that there's going to be earth tremors around California or in California. This is going to be massive. And I see that the earth tremors occurred around the edges of the Pacific Ocean. I know the Pacific Ocean passes through California, and I see massive earth tremors around the Pacific Ocean or the edge of the Pacific Ocean within California. So, this is something we have to be looking at. Predictions are not set in stones. It's just a prediction. Is what I feel that is going to be happening, and we just prepare for those things. Sometimes it's not going to happen, but this is what my energy feeling picks up, and then I'm just saying that. I also feel that there's a cure for cancer. I know that I predicted this before, that a cure for cancer will be coming in 2025. I felt that there is a cure already, but they are holding up to it. It's not in the public domain yet, but I feel that there is a cure for cancer. Yeah, and I feel that they have this cure, like even maybe years already, but they have not made it public already. Whilst I talk about the cure for cancer, I also hearing cure for HIV. So I for a fact there is a cure for HIV. They have a cure for HIV, but they are holding on to it. They have not released it, because tell me why you think they have like medicine or vaccine or something that when you take, it prevents you from getting HIV, but they don't have a cure for it. It's not really it's not adding up, where you have something that can prevent someone from getting HIV for a specific period of time, but you say you don't have the cure for that specific disease. It's not possible. So they have a cure for HIV, and they're hiding it from the public. They're hiding it from us, because I don't know the reason, but I'm picking up that maybe they know whatever they want to do, or what they are trying to hide, why they are hiding this cure from us. There's going to be a lot of public interest in gold and silver. This will happen when the stock market drops, or I see that the stock market will be dropping, and then a lot of people will pick interest in investing in gold and silver, and this is happening when the stock financial market drops, or the financial market is dropping. And internal documents exposing ethical violation of a major tech company will be leaked, causing their stock to actually dip or go down. But I see that the company will recover after a full leadership restructuring, and see this happening. That is going to happen within a major tech company. Unusual weather event involving storms and lightning across multiple US states will make headlines, and there will be discussions about this climate changes. So there are going to be major, I've predicted this about like an image of rainbow and lightning and stuff. So I see that lightning storms within multiple US states is going to happen. This is going to be very massive happening. Like I already told you that they will try to manipulate the work or control the weather. This is something that they're going to be using as a test in terms of that. I also see that Europe will experience a lot of heat waves. There's going to be like heat waves around Europe, and then this will have the government introduce safety regulations around maybe school scheduling and then outdoor work scheduling as well, so, or schedules as well. So this is something that I see happening. Also, whilst I was talking about that, like I see a female new like a new female actress that is coming from the shadows. So I see like a new female actress that will come to the limelight or will dominate headlines based on a specific comments that they made about spirituality or something like that, a controversial comments they made about spirituality, and this will spark a lot of heated debates online, and this will make her dominate headlines. I see also like a celebrity engagement that is going to be called off after they have had maybe a lot of secret tension behind the scenes, and this has gone on for months, and this will make them come public and then also announce their call off of their engagement. And I see this happening. A well-known actor who seems to have faded or disappeared from the limelight will come back or make a return, and their reason of making a return will be that they were working on themselves spiritually or working with spiritual leaders on their spiritual growth or spiritual stuff during their break. So this is something that I see happening as well. So there is going to be discussion among scientists in regards to time and gravity due to the discovery of or something that we call, or the nature of black hole. I see this that happening, that scientists will have a lot of discussion after they have discovered time and gravity in regards to black hole. And those who do not know what black hole is, black hole is actually the region of space-time where gravity has a lot of strength, and nothing can actually escape gravity. So that is what black hole is. So it's like it's a space or a region within space-time where gravity is so strong that there is nothing that can actually escape within that area. I see also that an island nation will announce a scientific discovery in energy which will lead to creation of a specific material that is going to be very cheap, powerful, and easily accessible. Industries from electrical vehicles to crypto mining will be interested to use it. So I see this happening, that is going to be discovered from an island country. Japan is going to discover a successful health approach that is going to be used to address chronic fatigue, which will be very, very, very acceptable in the world market or international or gain international attention. They are going to have that discovery. There is going to be a shortage of a common supplement. I don't want to mention the common supplement name, but there's going to be a shortage of a common supplement that will be after there is going to be a study that this common supplement has the potential to ease anxiety and improve sleep. So when that study comes out that this supplement actually is able to ease anxiety and also improve your sleeping, the shortage will actually occur because a lot of people will try to get that supplement. Okay, so there is also going to be a trend of psychic channels. There's going to be a trend of psychic channels that's going to start. I don't know where the channels will start, maybe YouTube, whatever it is, but psychic channels will start where they will start actually giving us market trends, price predictions, and many things. They will try to be predicting about a lot of things, giving you that specific. And I see that this will surge, will increase, or will go tremendously, and it will become even very normal that psychics will start doing these things. A lot of psychic channels will start where they are giving you price predictions and stuff. Whilst I'm picking up on that, I also see that there's going to be mini or tremendous small shops of spiritual focused businesses where such as maybe spiritual shops or energy healing centers that will be focusing on maybe traditional financial forecast. There will be these small shops that are going to be created where their focus is to give you financial forecast and also attract new forms of investment, something like that. They will be telling you what you need to invest in and then your financial focus. This is something that I see coming up as well in this. Let's shift our attention. I want to shift my attention to Ghana. So I've made several predictions of Ghana already, and I want us to go and take a look at my video that I have, or my predictions that I've made on Ghana, and then when we come back, I'll add a few more predictions to the predictions that I've already made. Let's go watch the video. But specifically in Ghana, I see that there's going to be 2 or 3 coup attempts. Or it's not going to be successful. One is going to be an assassination attempt, and then the other 2 is going to be an attempt to poison the president of Ghana, which is John Dramani Mahama. So I will urge that he should look at his staff, those who bring him food or who serves him with water and all those things. He should be cordial and make sure that his family are the ones who are responsible for such dealings. In Africa, I see that the internet connection in Africa is going to have a massive lead, and it's going to also have a great impact where there's going to be advancement when it comes to internet connections. I see that there will be inter-African trade where African countries are going to announce visa-free traveling to African countries, and there's not going to be any restrictions when it comes to visa requirements and stuff. So it's going to make trading within the African continent very easy, and a lot of countries will be involved in this. And I see that in Ghana, the cedi to the dollar, the cedi is going to have massive strength starting from the end of March going downwards, where the dollar is going to depreciate when it comes to comparing to the cedi. There will be more of exportation of Ghanaian goods, more especially in farming sectors, where I see that the farming sectors is going to boom in Ghana this year in 2025. So I'll urge, if you are into farming or you are into things concerning growing crops and other things, or rearing of animals and stuff like that, you should be more involved, as farming and exportation of goods and services in Ghana is going to skyrocket in 2025. I also see that there will be more investors that left, Ghana previous years are going to return back because of the stability of the economy. The economy is going to go a little bit downward, but I see that getting to the middle of the year, the economy is going to be stable, where investors will start coming back to Ghana. Those who left will start coming back to Ghana. With the new patriotic party, whereas the MPP, I see, Kennedy Japan becoming the flag bearer of that new patriotic party, but I don't see him as the elected president for 2028. He's not going to win that election. I see also that John Dramani Mahama will try, to run again, try to put in policies that will enable him to run again for 2028. But those efforts is going to fail, and a new person will take that mantle, as the country will not permit him to run again in 2028. I see that a former president who has been a president of the Republic of Ghana will join our ancestors in 2025. I also saw something very dramatic in Ghana parliamentary. I will not decode the message that I got. I'm going to just say it the way I saw it. But this is how I saw it. As it were, I was floating, and then I saw within the parliament, the MPs or the parliament, that there is a meeting going on in parliament where most of the MPs were available. It wasn't a full house, but most of the MPs were available and sitting. And I see, they normally have a podium where when people want to speak, they come in there and then, or they stand and then they speak. So I was where the speech was going on, a meeting like that was going on. And then suddenly someone, it wasn't an MP, but someone from nowhere was also in the mix of the meeting, and they grabbed a weapon in terms of a firearm and then started shooting. And then there was a lot of people who got eliminated. And then specifically too, I saw there was someone also who got injured trying to escape, and then they weren't able to make it to the door. This is what I saw in my vision. I also see that foreign airline will start, running domestic flights in Ghana after the discovery of something bad. And then, a foreign airline will start running domestic flights in Ghana. I also see that Formula One will return back to Africa. And then I also see that African culture will go global. This will be specifically to, content creators and other things like that. Those who make content in terms of social media contents and stuff. And then also in Africa, there will be an adaptation of AI. In 2025, we are going to be adapting to AI in 2025. Let me shift my attention to a different country. The vice president of Ghana. I heard that there's a rumors that she got stroked or something like that. That is Nana Jane. It wasn't a stroke. It was actually an attempted poisoning. She was actually poisoned. So the rumors about she getting stroke is false. She was actually poisoned, and this they are keeping a secret. And then you will see that the presidential staff is going to be changed. People who are within the presidential staff, a lot of people will be laid off and going to be changed. The poison was meant for the president itself, but it was maybe a miscalculation or something that got to the vice president. But she's recovering. Like, people are saying that she's going to pass away. I don't see her passing away in her term at this moment. The MPP party will not win the next elections. I don't see the MPP party winning the next elections. I already predicted that there's somebody who's going to be a flag bearer of that party. A new flag bearer of that party is going to emerge. Members of the NDC party are going to be caught in some fraud, and then the president will take a huge stand and make sure that these things are going to be dealt with. His stand on dealing with corruption will make a lot of people try to overthrow him or something like that, but it's not going to be successful. I see him going to the end of his presidency and possibly also having discussions of running for a third term, which is not going to be successful, but I see that conversation happening. All right, we have made some very, very, very bold predictions in terms of Ghana and around, Ghana as a whole in this time. So let me add some of the predictions I have. And none of my predictions have changed. I don't change predictions. They are predictions at a specific time within the specific energy where I got the message. So it still holds. My predictions still holds. So currently I'm in Ghana. So in terms of, when people who are in Ghana will be able to understand this. You see how there is the airport, in Ghana airport, the former domestic flight or terminal for domestic flight. where they go to Accra, Kumasi, Cape Coast, that domestic flight in Accra, right? That terminal for domestic flight, the previous one that they have stopped using it now. Um, when you check in and when you get to the sitting area before you are going to board, you see that when you are coming to board, you go into a gate, and then you go and sit down you go through a gate, and then the left hand side of that gate, before you go and sit in your flight, the left hand side of that gate, I see that the gates of heaven is there, where angels are descending and ascending. I don't know if the government will use that place for maybe a spiritual center or something like that, because I see a stronghold of angelical visitation around that side, where we formerly have, I don't know what terminal they call it, but they formerly have that African or domestic flight in and out of that side. So on the left hand side, just at the gate on the left hand side, even with that whole section, I see a strong angelic presence over there. So I don't know if they are going to be using it for something, but I'm pointing it out since I had that energy when I got to the country. I saw that happening. I have heard a lot of people saying that the vice president of Ghana, that's Nana Jane, will pass on or pass away in 2 years of her. That is all not going to happen. She's not going to pass away or anything, But my state is that she's not going to pass away. I see her making it up to her presidency and nothing. I know they are old. We all know presidents of these countries are old, and they will have health issues, but she's not going to pass away. And specifically, she didn't even have stroke on the first, like I made in my predictions. She never had stroke. What she was she was poisoned, and I already said that they will change the presidential staff around her, so she's good now. And I know that I already said that there will be multiple other things that will happen, but she's not going to pass away. And I see her making it up to her actual presidency this time, and she's not going to pass away. Also, the name of hold on, the name of this former president, is it Jerry John Rawlings, right? Jerry John Rawlings, the daughter is part of politics now. She's an MP in maybe a constituency in Accra. I don't know where. Zeneto Rawlings Ajimai. All right, so I got the name Zeneto Ajimai Rawlings. Yeah, she's an MP, Zeneto Ajimai Rawlings. I see her standing as a presidential candidate in 2032. I see her competing as a presidential candidate 2032. This I see happening. I don't know if she was standing for the actual president or the vice president, but I see her part of the presidential candidate for the election 2032, and I see this happening, and she will be a part of it. But I didn't see beyond if she was elected or not, but that's what I see happening. I also see that the current president John Dramani Mahama will actually become very hard on his own appointees, that those appointees that will be trying to do some fraudulent stuff or misappropriate funds. He's going to step in and be very hard on these people and make sure that they come to book. And I see that based on he doing that, a lot of people will gang up against him, trying to kind of eliminate him or something like that, because of how serious he is in terms of stepping up to those criminal stuff in Ghana. I see that happening, that he will be very hard on these people. But I don't see any of their attempts being successful, because I see him going beyond his term and also trying to run for a third term, which I already predicted that it's not going to be successful, that people will not allow him to run for a third term. But this is something that he will go to embark and put in policies to ensure that he's able to run for a third term, but it's not going to be successful. So I see this happening. Whilst I'm picking it up on presidents, I also see that a former president of Ghana, I don't know how many former presidents are left, but the former president of Ghana has passed away. Not the wife, but I see him himself pass. I don't want to see this if the wife have passed away or not, because I'm picking something up very strange. But when I make a mention of it, everybody's attention will know who I'm talking about. But I'm not going to make any stuff whether the wife is still alive or the wife have passed away. Let me leave it that way. But I know, yeah, so a former president of Ghana will pass away, and I see it as if it is this year that they passed away. I don't know if it's this. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, the vibration, like this year or early next year, somewhere like within that time frame. I see them passing away. Predictions are predictions. It doesn't mean it will come to pass. It's predictions. So a specific moment. The way we understand God being God, all knowing, it's not the same way the all knowing that God is saying is what we are interpreting it. Let me put it that way. When God says he's all knowing, it means that he knows the outcomes of our decision, not the decisions that we will make. I don't know if you understand that. So if you are going to go left, he knows that what the outcome is going to happen when you go left. And if you are going to go right, he knows the outcome of what when you go right will happen. But in terms of knowing that you go left or right, it's not up to God. God does not know those. He knows the outcome of all the decisions. So as we stand right now, that is the energy I'm feeling. So if those people do their things very well and take the decisions that they need to take, it means that they can prevent this from happening. That's what it means. So if I'm getting the vibration of this, and you take the proper precautions and proper measures, it will not happen. That's how it is. So that's how predictions all happens, based on the fact that the climate and nature has come to in place that this is what you are going to do. But when you do differently, there's going to be a different outcome. That's why I'm saying that when we say God is all knowing, it's not the way we interpret it. Guys, I don't want to ramble a lot of things. I know people will argue, and whilst they don't know anything yet. Thank you guys for watching. Kindly like, subscribe, and also put some comments in the comment section, and let's get interactive. Like I said, we will be doing answer Mondays, and let's also join the family. And also don't forget to bring you your thumbs up. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video. Thank you guys for watching.